Namaste, I'm Robin, and this is Robin's Healthy Living. Today I'm sharing with you a floor sequence, gentle yoga sequence that will help relieve any stress in the shoulders and the neck. So even if you haven't practiced yoga before, this is all levels, so feel free to join me. So you'll come down into a seated position. You can cross your legs or come into half lotus like I'm sitting, or you can go ahead and straighten your legs out in front of you. Key thing is you want to be comfortable, so make sure you're sitting up nice and straight, and then we'll begin. So first, let's talk a little bit about how to breathe throughout the class. So let's bring the palms together at the navel. And on the inhale, you're going to inhale through the nose. You want to fill your stomach up like a balloon as you inhale, and you want to draw the breath from your stomach up through your rib cage all the way up to your chest. So as you inhale, fill up the stomach. And then on the exhale, as you exhale through your nose, you're going to pull your navel back towards your spine as you exhale through the nose, emptying the breath. So we'll try a few rounds here so you can just get the hang of it. Palms to the navel, so inhaling, filling the stomach up like a balloon, drawing the breath through the rib cage all the way up to the chest. And then on the exhale, exhaling completely through the nose, pulling the navel back towards your spine as you exhale. And I'll keep reminding you of this throughout the class. So just take about maybe 3 to 5 more rounds on your own. You can go ahead and close the eyes or soften your gaze. Inhaling, filling the stomach up like a balloon, drawing the breath through the rib cage up to the chest. Exhaling completely through the nose, navel in towards the spine as you exhale. Emptying the breath. So take 3 more rounds. How we come out breathing when we come out into the world as babies. We're inhaling, filling the stomach up, exhaling, pulling the navel back towards the spine. At some point in our lives, they say sometimes maybe when a baby's scared or startled, the breath sometimes will then reverse. So this is really how we're supposed to be breathing. So we'll take 1 more round here. Inhale, exhale through the nose. This way you're getting the fullest complete breaths. And then after this next round, I'm going to open the eyes again. And we're going to go ahead and bring the palms together right at the heart. Just bringing as much space between the fingers. And let's just close the eyes again or soften your gaze. And you're just going to drop inside. And go ahead and you can set intention for your practice or dedicate your practice to someone or something. So you can set an intention, for peace to the body and to the mind, or if you want to dedicate your practice to the planet or to a loved one. So just go ahead and set your intention or dedication. And you're just going to hold that intention or dedication throughout the class. It's just a nice way to pay tribute during your practice. So once we're finished with that, I'm just going to bring the palms to the heart. We're going to take a nice deep inhale. You're going to sweep the arms up, reaching the fingertips. Bringing the palms together. On the exhale, draw the palms back down towards the heart. And then again, inhale, filling up the heart, bringing the palms together. Exhaling through the nose, palms up and back to the chest. So we'll take 3 more rounds here on your own, breathing deeply. So throughout yoga, you're moving with your breath. You're letting your breath guide your practice. You don't have to force your body to do anything that it doesn't want to do today. It'll be different every time you step on the mat. Your practice will be different. The body will tell you what it needs. So you just want to let the breath naturally open up your body into the poses. So we'll take 1 more round here. Inhaling, exhaling deeply. When you're finished, you're going to bring the palms back toward the chest. And we're going to just bring the palms down towards the knees. So if you're feeling more receptive, you want to bring the palms so they're facing up. relaxing the tops of the hands on the knees. If you feel like you need a little bit more grounding or balance, you want to turn the palms so they're facing down onto the knees. So again, just making sure you're sitting up nice and straight. So we're going to warm up the neck a little bit. On the inhale, you're going to lift the chin up toward the ceiling, gently bringing the head back. On the exhale, you're going to bring the chin down towards the chest, relaxing the back of your neck. And then again, inhale, bringing the chin up toward the ceiling. Exhale, bring the chin down towards the chest. So again, we'll take a few rounds here so you're remembering your breath. Inhale, filling the stomach up, bringing the breath up to the chest. And then exhaling, navel in towards the spine, chin down towards the chest. So take 1 or 2 more rounds here on your own, going at your own pace. So if it's too much on the neck, bringing the neck all the way back, then just adjust. So anything that doesn't feel good in your body, feel free to modify or adjust. I'll offer some modifications throughout the class. So 1 more round here. Great, and then when you're finished, you're gonna bring the head back to center. And then we're gonna do another neck release. So take a nice deep inhale, looking over that right shoulder, trying to only move the head. Exhale back to center. And then inhale through the nose, only turning the head, looking over that left shoulder. And exhaling back to center. So take 2 more rounds on each side, following the flow of your breath. Inhale as you turn the head, exhale as you come back to center. So you may see my cats, Moksha and Shanti. They might join us. They like yoga. Or they may just stay out the frame on this one, okay? Oh, here she comes. So we will do another neck roll. It's one of my favorites. This is great. You can do this at your desk. You can do this in the car, in a stoplight, as long as you're safe. And okay, so let's start. So on the inhale, we're gonna lift the chin up toward the ceiling, stretching the throat, and then on the exhale, you'll bring the chin down towards the chest. You're gonna relax the back of the neck, keep the chin towards the chest, and then we're just gonna roll the chin towards the right shoulder, and then roll the chin towards the left shoulder. Breathing deeply, inhaling, rolling the chin towards the shoulder. Exhale as you bring the chin towards the middle of the chest. So taking a few rounds each direction and then checking in with your shoulders. Sometimes the shoulders start to rise up, so just pressing the shoulders back down away from the ears. So we'll take 3 more rounds each side, going on each direction. Feel free to close the eyes or soften your gaze. Yoga is not so much about how you look in a pose because everyone's body is different. Anatomy can be a little bit different. Someone can have longer arms or legs, and how these poses look on your body can vary, so that's not really a good measurement. Focus more on how your body is feeling in the poses, how you're feeling in the poses. So we'll take 1 more round each direction. And then focusing on how you feel in the poses is also a good indicator of how your body is feeling, how your mental and emotional state is. Alright, so bringing the head back up to center. So on the inhale, you're going to bring the shoulders up towards the ears. You're going to press them back and then bringing the shoulders down. Again, inhale, shoulders will come up to the ears, press them back, and then down. 1 more round. Inhaling up, and exhaling down. We'll go the opposite direction. Inhale, bringing the shoulders up towards the ears, pressing them forward and down. So 2 more rounds. So everything is about the awareness of your breath, being present, moment. So the mind one more round. If the mind starts to wander into the future or into the past, you just want to come back to the breath. So then just relaxing the shoulders. So this time as you inhale, bring the arms to the side. You're going to reach up through the fingertips. On the exhale, bend that right elbow. Left palm's going to go on top of the right elbow. Right palm is going to rest against your back. And then lift up through the chest. You're not hunched over here, so just lift up through the chest. Right palm is pressed into the back. Taking nice deep breaths through the nose. So maybe you stay here, that's fine. Or if you like, you can always take that left hand and bring the left hand around your back. So then you're pressing the top of that left hand into your back. And again, lifting up through the chest, so you're not hunched over. So maybe you stay here, or if you like, you can take the index, middle fingers of each hand and seeing if you can hook the index, middle fingers together. So those are a couple of different variations. So you're always choosing what your body needs today, what feels best in your body. We're not forcing anything. That's not the purpose of yoga. And one more breath wherever you are in the pose. On the next inhale, we're going to release the hands, reaching both arms up towards the sky. On the exhale, bend that left elbow, right palm. On top of the left elbow, left palm pressed into the back, lifting up through the chest. So again, either you're staying here, breathing deeply, or you can take that right hand around the back, pressing the top of the right hand into the back. Again, you're choosing what feels best for your body. I have a little bit longer arms, so maybe that would be why I can reach a little bit more. So again, listen to your body. Only you know what your body and your practice needs, so honor and respect what the body is telling you. If you want, interlacing index, middle fingers of each hand. One more deep breath here. Next inhale, we'll reach the hands up towards the sky, reach through the fingertips. On the exhale, we're going to twist to the right, bring that left hand to the right knee. Right hand will come towards the back of the mat. So you can press that right palm into the floor, to the mat, or the fingertips can press into the floor. So inhaling, sitting up nice and straight, pressing to that right hand. On the exhale, pull the navel in towards the spine. You're twisting slightly to the right. Gaze will go all the way to the right. One more deep breath here, just a little warm up twist. And then on your next inhalation, you bring both arms up, reaching through the fingertips, coming back to center. On the exhale, as you exhale through the nose, pull the navel in towards the spine as you twist to the left. Right palm comes down to the left knee, left hand to the back of the mat or floor, and either pressing the palm or the fingertips of that left hand down to the ground, lifting up, sitting up nice and straight. On the exhale, pull the navel in, twist into the left. Exhale through the nose. Breathing deeply here. On your next inhale, we're going to come back to center, reaching the arms back up towards the sky. On the exhale, bring the palms back down towards the knees. And then we're going to start to take small circles from the rib cage. Doesn't matter which direction you start. And then you can start to make larger circles. Still full, complete breaths through the nose, staying connected with your breath. The breath is the most important part of yoga. It's more important than the poses or the asanas. And then opposite direction. Breathe deeply through the nose. And taking one or two more rounds here. And then coming back to stillness. And then we're going to come over onto all fours. So we're coming over into table. So you want to have your knees about hip distance apart. You're going to have the palms underneath the shoulders. And you want to ahead and first have a nice flat back. So this is cat-cow. It's a great way to warm up the spine. I start most of my classes here before we stand up and go further into a sequence. This is great, especially if you have to sit at a desk or you're driving a lot. So a few cat-cows go a long way. So we're going to take a nice deep inhale. So you're going to press your tailbone up towards the ceiling. And you're lifting up towards the sky. Relax the stomach. On the exhale, pull the navel in toward the spine. You're going to start to round your shoulders. Bringing the stomach and forehead in towards each other. Relaxing the back of the neck. And then inhale again, lifting the head up, pressing the tailbone up. Exhaling, pulling the navel in, rounding the shoulders, relaxing the back of the neck. And again, inhale, back up. Exhale, rounding the shoulders. So take about, 1 to 3 more rounds here on your own. You can go at your own pace. Inhaling, exhaling completely. So we're breathing through the nose throughout the entire practice, unless I tell you otherwise. When you're finished, come back into table. And then we're going to start to walk your palms towards the front of the mat. Bring as much space between the fingers as you can. And you want to have most of the weight in the fingertips and the top of the palms, so you're not putting so much weight in your wrist. So we're going to take a nice deep inhale. You're going to draw the pelvis towards the mat. And then on the exhale, you're going to press all the way back, sitting towards the heels, extended child pose. And then again, inhale. Drawing the pelvis towards the mat. And then exhale, pressing back, extended child pose. Take 3 more rounds here. Breathing deeply. So you're syncing the breath with the movements. Inhale, bringing the breath up to the chest as you draw the pelvis forward. Exhale, pressing all the way back, extended child pose. So 1 more round. Put your back in extended child pose, sitting back towards the heels. You can bring the elbows onto the mat, you can bring the palms together. Maybe the forehead's on the mat. If the forehead is not reaching the mat, you can go ahead and just make a fist with each hand, 1 fist on top of the other, forehead on the top fist. So this is important because you want to make sure that you're relaxing the back of the neck. A lot of times I'll see students in extended child pose, and if they can't get the forehead towards the mat, they're right here, they're creating a lot of tension in the back of the neck. We don't want that, so just, if you can't bring the forehead to the mat, 1 fist on top of the other, forehead on the top fist. And just relaxing the back of the neck, relaxing all the face muscles. You can always come back here at any point of the class. Child pose or wisdom pose. It can be a resting point or just somewhere you can come back to enjoy the breath. Just breathing deeply. One more deep breath here. And then you're going to come back up into table. This time on the inhale, you're going to press that right leg all the way back. You're going to flex through the toes. So you can either stay here looking down towards the mat, or if you like, you can start to shift your weight into that right hand and then lift that left hand, reaching the left hand forward. Feeling all the length throughout the spine. On the exhale, we'll bring that left hand down, right knee will come down. We'll come over to the other side. On the inhale, press that left foot, left leg back. Looking down towards the mat. You can either stay here or shift the weight to that left hand, reaching the right hand forward. Breathing deeply, flex the fingertips. Exhale, right hand will come down, left knee will come down. And then we're going to walk the hands towards the front of the mat. Bring in as much space between the fingers as you can, so most of the weight, again, is in the fingertips, tops of your palm. And we're going to roll the hips to bring some movement to the hips. So as you inhale, rolling the hips, doesn't matter which direction, you're bringing them all the way forward and then around in a circle, coming all the way back. Rolling the hips around. Listening to the body, breathing deeply. One more round this direction. And then once you come to stillness, you're going to go the opposite direction, rotating the hips. Inhaling as you roll the hips forward, exhale as you roll them back. So taking one more round here. And when you're finished, coming back into extended child pose. And then we'll come back up. Let's go ahead and bring the stomach, chest down towards the mat. And you can bring the legs about the width of the mat. Bring the arms out in front of you. About the width of the mat, palms will be facing down. And we're going to take a nice deep inhale as you lift that right arm, left leg. Reach through the fingertips, flexing through the toes. Slight downward gaze towards the floor. Exhale, lowering down, relaxing the pelvis, and then on the inhale, lifting that right leg, left arm, reaching through the fingertips, flexing through the toes, slight downward gaze towards the ceiling. We don't want to try to look up. Again, that creates tension in the back of your neck. As you exhale, lowering all the way down, bringing the chin down towards the mat. And then on the inhale, we're going to lift up both arms and legs, reaching through the fingertips, flexing through the toes, breathing deeply. On the exhale, lowering all the way down. This time we're going to make a pillow with your hands. And you can go ahead and bring that right cheek onto your pillow and just relax the body. Deeply. I mean, even just coming here once a day can bring so much peace and calm. So just taking a few deep breaths here. Let go of any tension, any stress on the exhale. One more round. Come back. Back to center, turning the head back to center. So again, bring your arms out in front of you, palms facing down, legs width of the mat. Chin can be on the mat. So we're going to take a nice deep inhale. As you inhale, lifting the arms, lifting the legs, reaching to the fingertips. So you can stay here, palms facing down, or you can bring the arms out to a T shape. You're okay here, you can stay here, or arms can come to the sides of the body, reach to the fingertips. And if you like, you can interlace the hands behind the back. Take a nice deep inhale first. And then on the exhale, pull the hands through the backs of the legs, squeezing the shoulder blades. One more deep breath here, pressing the shoulders down away from the ears. And then as you exhale, lowering all the way down, releasing the hands. Again, making a pillow with your hands. You can turn your head to the right, left cheek, and come onto the pillow. Relaxing completely. One more deep breath here. Turning the head back to center. We'll bring the palms underneath the shoulders. And And we're going to keep the legs the width of the mat. Let's walk the palms underneath the chest. And you're going to bring the elbows in towards the body for King Cobra. So you're going to press the pelvis down towards the mat. Once you press the pelvis down towards the mat, you'll feel your knees lift a little bit away from the mat. It just naturally happens. You don't have to force anything. And then we're rising with the breath. So you're going to bring the elbows in towards the body. Take a nice deep inhale as you press the pelvis into the mat. Lift the chest. Seeing if you can press into the palms and fingertips, coming all the way up. So you want to make sure that the shoulders are rolling down and back away from the ears. You have a slight upward gaze towards the ceiling. And on the exhale, we'll lower all the way back down. You can bend the elbows, bringing the palms together, coming into a pranam, inspired by Prana Vinyasa Yoga, created by Shiva Ray. So this is a pranam. You're going to bring the forehead to the mat. And just completely relaxing your body. If you want, you can start to shift your hips from left to right a few times, giving your knees a nice massage and letting go of any tension stored in the lower back. So just wiggling the hips left to right a few times. If you like, you can go ahead and you can bend the knees, lifting the feet away from the mat. Just start to rock the feet from left to right a few times. Taking nice deep breaths through the nose. And then you'll come back to stillness. You'll bring the feet down towards the mat. Slide the palms underneath the shoulders, pressing yourself all the way back up. And then we're going to come over onto your back. So once you're on your back, you're going to keep the feet flat onto the mat. You bring the arms out into a T shape, palms facing down. And you're just going to start to rock the knees left to right a few times. Still taking nice deep breaths through your nose. When you're finished, you're going to come back to stillness. Fold in with a twist. So you're going to bring that right leg, you're going to cross it over the left, just like you're sitting in a chair, relaxing the shoulders and arms, palms be facing down. So in the twist, you want to make sure the shoulders stay pressed into the mat so you have a nice foundation here. So you may have to adjust your shoulders once you're in the pose, that's fine. So you'll take a nice deep inhale first. Exhale with the nose. So really making sure that you're connected with your breath because that's going to help in the twist. So as you inhale, bring the breath up to the chest, inhaling through the nose. Next exhale, as you exhale through the nose and pull the navel in towards the spine, you're just going to let both legs fall towards the left side of the floor. Only going as far as what feels comfortable today. And then again, checking to make sure both shoulders are pressed down into the mat. Breathing deeply. So you can either stay here, or if you want, you can gently turn your head to the right. Nice deep breaths here. So twists help to bring out your internal organs. It helps to detoxify around the liver. So these deep breaths are really important, really help the body. Any toxins, anything that's not serving you, help the body by breathing deeply, coming into the twist. One more deep breath here. And then when you're ready to inhale, you're going to turn the head back to center on the inhale. And then flow both legs back up. And then we'll switch out to the other side. So right foot's flat on the mat, cross the left leg over the right. Take a nice deep inhale through the nose. Breath comes up to the chest. On the exhale, pull the navel in as you exhale through the nose. Both legs falling towards the right side of the floor, only going as far as it feels comfortable. And again, checking, making sure the shoulders are pressed into the mat, adjusting if you need to. So you can either stay here or gently turn your head to the left. Breathing deeply. About 5 deep breaths here on your own. Again, not forcing anything in your practice, just being present. Relaxing the glutes, relaxing the hips, pelvis, thighs. One more deep breath here. On your next inhale, you're going to gently turn the head back towards the center, floating both legs back up. And then bringing that left foot down towards the mat. And then we're going to come into our closing pose of Savasana. Palms can either be over the navel or over your heart. Or you can have one palm over the navel, one palm over the heart. So you can be here, especially if there's any discomfort or sensitivity in your lower back, then just keep the knees bent. Otherwise, you can go ahead and stretch the legs out onto the mat. My head is turned, but you want your head facing up towards the sky. You can close the eyes or soften your gaze. So again, either palm, one palm over the navel, one palm over the heart, or both palms over the navel, or both palms can be over the heart. And then of course you can always have the arms a few inches away from your body, palms facing up. And just taking a few deep breaths here, just ending the practice. Taking a moment to scan your body, crown of your head, down through your toes. Just seeing any messages the body's giving you, any areas that feel like they need more attention. If they're feeling sore or tight or stiff, you want to just keep sending your exhale to those areas throughout the class, for the rest of the class. Giving your body a chance to start integrating and cultivating everything from your practice today into this final resting pose. Just giving your nervous system a chance to relax and to regenerate. We just want to give the mind something to do in these last few moments. So starting from the toes, just telling your mind to relax your toes, relax your feet, your ankles. Just telling the mind to relax your calves, your shins, your knees. Just telling your mind to relax the inner thighs, your quads, hamstrings. Mind, relax your glutes, relax your hips, pelvis. Just taking deep but gentle breaths through the nose, not forcing anything with your breath. Just telling your mind to relax your stomach, abdominal muscles, relax the rib cage, your chest. Mind, relax the shoulders, the shoulder blades, all the back muscles. And just telling the mind to relax your arms, elbows, relaxing the wrists, all the fingers. You just want to let your body become heavy, just let it just sink deeper into the mat, deeper into the earth. job pulling the body deeper into the earth. Start to wiggle the fingers, wiggle your toes. Just bringing some awareness back to your body. Just starting to gently turn the head left to right a few times. When you're done, you'll bring the head back to center. You'll pull the knees into the chest, hugging the knees, rocking left to right. Roll over onto your right side. So here you'll come into the fetal position. Take a few breaths, a few moments here, not rushing all the way up. Maybe thanking your body for your practice today. Taking the breath, for giving you life. And whenever you're ready, just start to press yourself up. Coming back up into a seated position to close out our practice. You can cross the legs or come into half lotus, or feel free to straighten your legs out in front of you. Key thing is you're sitting up nice and straight. And then on the inhale, we'll sweep the arms up, bringing the palms together. Exhaling, drawing the palms back down towards the heart. And thank you for sharing your practice with me today. Namaste. And namaste means the highest, brightest part of me acknowledges the highest, brightest part of you. So for more yoga sequences, for tips on Ayurveda and all things healthy living, please visit my website, robinshealthyliving.com. And that is Robin with the Y's. It's ROBYNS, healthyliving.com. You can also subscribe to my YouTube channel, again under Robin's Healthy Living. And feel free to share this sequence with people. Everybody needs a little stress reliever these days, and it's so important to take time for self-care and to just give back to yourself and to slow down. So this is my practice from me to you, and I hope to see you soon. So take care. Have a wonderful day.